Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga is a worthy prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. I loved Furiosa and Mad Max, and this movie has made me a stan. I love her. I love her. I love her. So, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, it shows us how Furiosa got to the Citadel. So it starts with her as a child. She makes the horrible decision. Honestly, when she did that, I was like, "Oh, so it's your fault." She makes the horrible childish decision to go cut the gas line of on some motorcycle. She gets caught and gets kidnapped away from the green place, and so it follows her through that journey of getting kidnapped, of her badass mother, Mary Jo Bassa, trying to get her losing her mother, who she meets along the way, the experiences she goes through, how she then rises through the Citadel, rises in the ranks, and how she gets to the point where she is helping the wives escape Immortan Joe. There are several themes throughout the movie. Number one being survival. I'm not going to talk about Furiosa yet. She is going to take up the bulk of this video. But we see it through Dementis, played fabulously by Chris Hemsworth. He is trying to survive. And his strategy for survival is to be at the top, is to control resources. That way, he is indispensable. Is he good at managing resources? No, he goes about it in such a way that he throws off the system that has been established in the wasteland. He takes over Gastown, then takes over Bullet Town. He drives Gastown to the ground. He doesn't know anything about business. He's not willing to learn. Surely there are advisors. He's not, but he wants to be indispensable so that he cannot be touched. We know that he's lost a lot. We learned that he lost his family, he lost his little child, and he has become this ruthless conqueror in the wasteland. So we have the survival theme through him. We have power and power struggle. We have hatred via Furiosa. We have revenge. We have scarcity of resources. Also, a note on power. The people with the power, with the systemic power, talk the most in this movie. Shout out to Alila Brown, who had such a big job in this movie, right? Which was to keep me invested in Furiosa's story and what's happening to her without speaking. She emoted the hell. And it wasn't even like through a whole lot of emotion. It was the eyes. Okay? And also Anya Taylor-Joy did a fantastic job once she was up to bat to represent Furiosa. So let's go through all the things that make Furiosa a scrappy, cunning, strategic, smart character, okay? Starting with the kidnapping. What she does during the kidnapping and what her mother, Mary Jo Bassa, does in trying to rescue her shows you that this child is going to be all right. She ain't going to be safe. She's going to go through some things. She's going to be scarred, but she is going to survive. Mary Jo Bassa shows us that Furiosa comes from strong stock, okay? So we have that. We have, she witnesses the death of her mother. And in this entire movie, the reason why I say it's such a worthy prequel, it helps me connect to Furiosa in a way that in the first movie, very well acted by Charlize Theron, but the first movie doesn't have a whole lot of explaining, which is fine. It's great. But this movie helps me understand why Furiosa was looking for redemption. The redemption wasn't her bringing her ass back home, because her mother was trying to do that and died in the course of it. So the redemption was not in helping the brides and helping them find hope, but in bringing herself back home to the Valvolini. And considering home no longer existed, this movie just underscores, highlights, makes powerful the scream, the crying, the falling to the ground that happened once she was told that the earth went sour, they lost everything, and that the women that she saw were all that was left of her people. There's also the fact that young Furiosa, does not tell Dementis where the green place is. He says, just point, you can save her. But her mama told her, protect the green place. And so she didn't listen when she told her to go home, but she's going to listen to this. She's going to protect the green place like her mama told her to. So she gets kidnapped by Dementis. Then she draws the map on her arm, so that because she doesn't know when she's going to go home, but what she's going to make sure of is that she never forgets, okay? So she does that. Then she frees herself from Dementis. She's not with the, the enemy, the devil, no. She's gonna take her chances with Immortan Joe. And she says, this man ain't my daddy. I don't know him. He is not my father. So that gets her out of his clutches, away from the man who brutally murdered her mother. Okay. Then we have the scene where Rictus takes an interest in her. And she knew, young Furiosa knew, that was a beginning. And so she chose a different beginning, shaved her, cut her hair off, created a wig, so that when he did come calling in the night, she could use this hair that he was so attracted to escape. And she chooses a different beginning, a different life. She chooses something that will help her learn the ins and outs, teach her skills to make her valuable. She learns to be a black thumb, and she pretends to be a boy, and basically gives herself the job that will help facilitate her escape. My question, though, about Immortan Joe is, what does he think happened to her? Do y'all think he knew that was her, that was the little girl? Because everybody thought she was a boy. She went to the bathroom in private. I would think that Immortan Joe is as invested in the future wives as he is in the current wives. So I'm like, why wouldn't he? Maybe they did look for her and then gave up, and it just wasn't worth showing. So she gets her opportunity to escape, takes it, and then ends up revealing that, she's a woman, and we get a little love story that is befitting of Furiosa at this point in her life, but also befitting the wasteland, right? It's subtle. Jack is nice. It's the first time she experienced kindness, niceness in her hard life that she's been living. The moment where they touched foreheads was the kiss, and the moment when she goes back for him and then says, we are going to go to the green place, that was the I love you. We knew the arm with the map wasn't going to make it. We knew, but I was still so shocked at how it happened. Let's talk about the fact that she does not scream. What is the purpose of scream? I mean, we know the war boys be screaming but they're screaming Valhalla. But what is the purpose of screaming in the wasteland when life is so hard? She swallows down the scream and then levels up, because now the arm is a liability. And so she rips through her own flesh to free herself and get away, after she's made to watch her man die a slow, torturous death. I adore the final face-off between her and Dementis. I love the fact that she rocks up and is full of the energy, the hatred, and is so focused on this moment that made her. It's a core memory. It changed her life forever. And here's Dementis that's like, wait a minute, give me some time. Wait, don't tell me. I got it. Wait. I love it because it underscores the cruelty and the carelessness and how senseless what he did to her mother was. And the way she chooses to deal with Dementis is perfect. It displays her as a Volvolini, but also a child of the wasteland and the person who went through all that she did. So as a Volvolini, she grows something that sustains life. But the source of it is somebody else's life. She's slowly torturing him. Now, I looked up how long it takes a seed to become an apple tree. Is it movie magic that this man is still alive? Because it's 7 to 10 years. Is it movie magic? Or can someone really be kept alive that long on minimal sustainment? That's my question, but I love the movie. I love this world. I love anytime someone goes under them wheels and gets taken out. I love it, and I want to see it a second time. Let me know what you think. 5 out of 5.